Will you find out before Sherlock? Who bashed the kangaroo? Hello, Sherlock. I have a surprise for you, and you'll never guess what it is.
A car.
Well, gee, how did you know that?
It's right behind you.
Right. So, what do you think of it?
Congratulations, Hermione. This lemon yellow model is perfect for you.
Oh, no, Sherlock. It isn't mine. It's a present for you.
You will remember your driving lessons. What do you do when you drive on a suspended bridge over a 20,000-foot precipice?
Step on it? Emergency lights? Make a U-turn.
You never drive on a suspended bridge over a precipice. You'll never get your driver's license. Never, never, never.
Something wrong? You've turned a little pale.
It's nothing. I'm just thrilled about getting such a nice gift. Huh? Sherlock Yak speaking. By all the trees and all the zoes, I'm on the go. Kangaroo just broke his hand under mysterious circumstances. He's waiting for us at the boxing gym. Are you ready?
Yes, but are you?
Oh, darn, it's not working. Well, that's all right. We'll just go by foot.
No, it's because you put the key in the USB port of the MP3 player.
I'm sorry, Hermione, but I'm not used to these modern cars full of useless gadgets like these things here on the sides.
The rear view mirrors?
Whatever. In any case, I think it's better if you drive. That way I can see how it works.
Sure, why not?
I don't get it. I hit my training bag like I always do, and it went clang. So my hand went crack. Usually the bag goes boom, not clang.
Clang, you say? Indeed, clang. What do you fill this bag with?
Horsehair. My manager takes care of that.
You're referring to the old horse?
I fired him yesterday, that old nut. And bang!
Wait, I'll give you a hand.
By all the trees! Don't bother. I picked up heavier ones.
Oh, what's this?
By all the trees and all the souls, Hermione! Sorry, Hermione. I seem to have lost control for a second there. But thanks to you, the mystery is clearing up.
Yes, it's the weapon that was used.
The bag has spoken. Someone set a trap for you to knock you out of the competition.
What competition?
The big boxing competition to win this. Ta-da!
What is that?
Huh? Sorry, I meant this. Ta-da!
The championship belt.
And every year, bang, boom, I'm the one who wins it. But this time, looks like I'm a loser.
I need to know who your fiercest adversaries are.
The terrible Chi and the gorilla. They're pretty good, but they can't match me. It drives them crazy.
Well, well.
7 hours monkeying around should make you want to hit something. So what's going on, buddy?
Someone messed around with the punching bag. So, crack.
That's bad luck, just before the championship.
By the way, Gorilla, you're supposed to fight Kangaroo, right?
That's right.
They say you never win against him. Is that true?
Too true, buddy.
You're not very strong, that's why.
Not very strong. Check this. That's strong enough for you? And this, huh? And I suppose you think this is easy?
All right, we believe you. You're very strong, that's for sure. But you've never beaten Kangaroo.
Thing is, I'm not fast enough to beat him. I may be super strong, but I can't hit him.
So his broken hand helps you out.
That's true, but I like to win honestly. Horseshoes stuck in punching balls and stuff like that, it's not my thing.
Perfect. Let's go, Hermione. We're moving right ahead. Let's go see the other suspects. Ouch! Ooh, my foot! I think you're going to have to drive again.
Are you sure? You don't mind me driving your present like this all the time?
To be perfectly honest, I'm embarrassed. Alas.
Take it easy, you,
Roadhog?
That's right. You almost rode right over my...
Feet?
That's right.
He was hit on the head too many times as a boxer, so his memory isn't what it used to be.
And I thank you to stay polite. Back in my day, people were more respectful of...
An old horse?
No, the driving laws.
I've been told Kangaroo fired you yesterday.
It's true. It's a...
Scandal?
That's right. To think I taught him everything that...
Kangaroo?
Squirt. And that's how he thanks me.
Tell me, do all these horseshoes belong to you?
There are ones. They don't work anymore. I'm moving them out.
And what do you do with them?
I use them for my secret passion.
Good luck charms?
No, monumental art.
I see. Can you clear the road now, please?
I see your foot is feeling better. You can finally use your new car.
That's true. But on the other hand, you take such pleasure in driving, I wouldn't want to deprive you of it.
It looks like you don't like my present.
Don't be silly. As my old master Ball of Purity used to say in his infinite wisdom, let's rock and roll. Of course I like your gift. It's a very beautiful car. It's just that I don't have my driver's license.
And you didn't want to tell me so as not to disappoint me.
Brilliant deduction.
Oh, that's so cute. If you want, I can give you some driving lessons. So this is the terrible Chi?
Oh?
You're interrupting my workout. What do you want?
I just have a brief question for you, Mr. Hua Hua. Claw? Show me those gloves.
Come and get him if you're a yak. Let go, you big bully.
Ha-ha! That terrible cheater, I'd say.
You got me, traitor. But I'll teach you a lesson, you hairy yak.
Perfect. Now I know who the culprit is. What about you, young detective? If you follow the investigation closely, I'm sure you'll find it. Let's recap. Someone put some old horseshoes in the kangaroo's punching bag. Then they hooked it back up. When the kangaroo tried to work out, he broke his hand on the bag. Who does the crime benefit? The kangaroo has 3 enemies: the old horse, the gorilla, and the chihuahua. But only one of them was able to put together the trap. Have you guessed who the culprit is? The case is simple. You, old horse, are furious with Kangaroo for having fired you, and you have plenty of horseshoes around.
That's crazy. I'm,
Guilty.
That's right. No, innocent.
You, Chihuahua, are a little cheat. You stick horseshoes in your gloves to be able to beat your adversaries. As for you, Gorilla, even if you're strong, Kangaroo beats you every time. How far would you go to win the championship belt?
I've already told you, buddy. I have nothing to do with those two fools. I like to win honestly.
That's what you'd like us to believe, because the culprit is none other than you. It requires considerable strength to pick up the bag full of metal and hang it back up to the ceiling. The old horse and Chihuahua are much too weak to do it. Stop monkeying around, Gorilla! I have a black belt in yak food!
I know you, Sherlock. You're nothing but yakety yak.
Thanks, Hermione, but I could have done that myself.
It's not nice to be dishonest.
Nor to be a cheater.
Yeah, but this time it was for a good cause.
Good cause or not, whoever lives by the horseshoe will be punished by the horseshoe.
Come on, guys, don't worry. There's only another 50.
Yards?
Loads.
You know, Sherlock, I've given it some thought, and I don't think driving a car is indispensable in life.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Will you find out before Sherlock? Who knocked out the howler monkey?
I like to howl! Living here don't make me proud! Silence is really boring! Ah! Oh!
Sherlock! Sherlock!
Oh, hello, Hermione. I didn't hear you come in.
Of course, with all that racket, I went through the kitchen.
What racket?
I have to tell you something. When you play the bagpipes, it's
Marvelous?
really bad.
By really bad, you mean marvelous?
No, I mean atrocious.
Really? But the sound is quite charming. What are you talking about, Hermione? When I play, it helps me to focus.
You might learn to focus while playing something else.
And abandon my bagpipes?
Happy birthday, young disciple.
Wow. A backpack.
No, they are bagpipes.
Right, that's great.
I have chosen this instrument for you. Learn to play it, and may its soft melody rock you gently through life.
Thank you, Venerable Master.
I can't do that to my master ball of purity. It'd be like betraying him.
He doesn't have to know, but my ears will be eternally grateful.
I can't promise you anything, but if it'll make you happy, I can try to change instruments.
That's very kind, Sherlock.
This is Sherlock Yak. By all the drees and all the does, I'm on the go. That was Dr. Beaky. The howler monkey has a problem.
Oh, the daisies I pick are lovely. They make me think of little cute babies. And I think of my love for you, and I swear I'll love you forever.
What's the problem? The howler monkey is singing very nicely.
That is exactly the problem. He usually howls.
Oh!
He has a brain concussion with an extradural hematome with post-traumatic shock.
Think of little cute babies. And
In
I
other
think
words,
of
he's got a
my
big bump on his head and he's lost his mind.
I'll love you forever.
You mean that bump?
Yes, he had it when we found him in the musician's enclosure at the bottom of his tree, humming a love song.
Baby.
He probably howled so much that he fell off his branch, and the shock turned him into a crooner.
I'm not so sure. Did you find anything unusual on the victim, Doctor?
Yes, this splinter here. It was stuck on his bump.
Very interesting.
He probably hit a branch on the way down and got the splinter.
Great deduction, Hermione, but that's impossible. This tree is not made of wood, it's concrete, so no splinters.
Well, maybe somebody hit him with a wooden object so as to shut him up.
That's right. The question is, what object did they use? Hey!
Oh, a guitar.
Actually, it's a ukulele.
Could it be what he was hit with?
It's made of the same kind of wood found on the monkey's bump. Good going, Hermione.
Now all we need to find is who used it.
There are 3 other musicians in this enclosure, the boa, the koala, and the beaver.
Yes, I know the howler monkey was bumped on his head. It's actually good news. He was getting on everyone's nerves with his hard rocks.
The bad news is you're one of the suspects.
You were in the enclosure when he was knocked on the head with a banjo.
A ukulele. A banjo is bigger.
A mandolin?
A mandolin is different. It looks more like a lute.
A flute?
No, a lute.
Stop! You're making my migraine worse. I couldn't have knocked out the monkey with a ukulele. You see, I'm a pianist.
Hey, that's true. As a matter of fact, how do you manage to play? Oh, I recognize that. It's Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
Well, gee, I can see why you have a migraine.
All right, are you through with your questions?
Not just yet. Sherlock, this could be a good opportunity for you to try the piano.
Good idea, Hermione.
For the investigation?
No, it's personal.
I don't think he's right for the piano.
I think you're right. But you know, the same could be said about you, dear Boa.
It all depends how you use your head.
Hermione, we've wasted enough time. Let's go see the koala.
A howler monkey? Knocked on the head?
Correct.
Such a talented musician. This is upsetting.
But you don't have the same musical tastes, I believe.
That's true. I'm a classical musician.
But he likes hard rock. You two shouldn't get along.
What are you suggesting? That I knocked him on the head?
I didn't say that, but it's possible. Were you in the enclosure when it happened?
That's right, mate. But I didn't hit him, and especially not with a ukulele. As you can see, I much prefer wind instruments.
I see.
Speaking of instruments, what's that big trumpet there?
A helicon.
Oh, look, Sherlock. It looks positively darling.
I miss my bagpipes.
Don't you worry now, Sherlock. There are over 3,000 musical instruments. You just have to find the right one.
It'll take me 15 years to try them all. I'd rather stop looking right away. Now my life will be dull and devoid of music.
Out of the question. I have an idea to help you find the ideal instrument.
Really?
Yes, a questionnaire. It's the best way.
Very well. In the meantime, come on. We have to question the beaver.
The howling monkey's been bothering everybody since he came to the enclosure. It was impossible to rehearse any guitar with all that noise he made.
You mean rehearsing a guitar or a ukulele?
My ukulele! Someone stole it from me this morning.
Sherlock, the weapon used belongs to him. He must have knocked out the victim.
What? No, it wasn't me.
Hey! Hold it.
I'm scared of heights. Put me down.
You seem pleased, Sherlock.
That's right. Because now I know who the culprit is. What about you, young detective? If you've paid close attention, I'm sure you can figure out who did it. So let's recap. Someone who couldn't stand the monkey singing climbed up the tree and hit him with the ukulele. The koala, the boa, and the beaver are the three suspects. But only one of them could have committed the crime. So can you guess who did it? The case is simple. The clues in the interrogations have brought me to only one possible conclusion. Isn't that right, Koala? Because the culprit is you!
What?
Yes. The beaver is scared of heights and can't climb up a tree. As for the boa, he has no arms. How could he possibly knock out someone? So you are the culprit.
Wait, not so fast. You have no proof.
No, but during your interrogation, you said the monkey had been knocked out with a ukulele. Only the culprit could have known that detail.
I did it! It was me! But it's because I can't stand that terrible noise. And hard rock is just too awful.
Come on, Koala. You don't solve problems by hitting each other.
I'm sorry. Hey!
My ukulele!
Sure, you're sorry, but your crime deserves to be punished. You'll get it as soon as the howler monkey is himself again.
Do you prefer jeans, kilts, or Bavarian shorts?
It's kilts.
Do you prefer A, banging, B, picking, C, blowing?
Blowing.
All right, C. And last question. Do you prefer haunted castles, pyramids, or Greek temples?
Haunted castles.
Perfect. All right, now for the results of the test. You have 14 little stars. Your ideal instrument is... It's the bagpipes!
Ah, yes! I knew it!
I like to howl! Living here don't make me proud! Silence is really boring!
How's that noise protection wall coming along?
I've got about a foot done.
Oh, only about 15 more feet to go. Take it easy.
Put your head under a pillow! If you don't like it, too bad! 'Cause it's a hoot and a howl! I said it's a hoot and a howl!
Will you find out before Sherlock? Who robs the seal?
No hard feelings, friends. I've been robbed!
Ta-da!
Morning, Hermione.
Sherlock, do you know Dave?
The zebra in enclosure number 8?
No, Dave, D-A-V-E, Detective Assistance with Virtual Electronics, the most sophisticated tool to analyze and recognize species and footprints. It goes through a database and even comes up with deductions thanks to its built-in artificial intelligence.
Oh, right, a fancy calculator then.
Not at all. A high-tech investigative tool. With Dave, there's no more room for error.
You know, all I need is a notepad and pencil, Hermione, and I never make mistakes. Or almost.
Welcome to the Virtual Detective Program. Please enter your username.
Hermione.
Sorry, I could not record your voice print. Please repeat and speak clearly.
Hermione. Hermione! 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 I don't see what's wrong.
Well, why don't you try pushing that button there?
What a dummy.
User identification complete. Welcome, what a dummy.
I imagine Dave doesn't answer the phone yet. This is Sherlock Yak. By all the trees and all the toes, I'm on the go. The seal has been robbed.
This is where I kept all my savings. It's a chest that I keep at the bottom of my pool.
Wait, I'll open my first investigation file.
Open file procedure. Please state the nature of the investigation, what a dummy.
Start without
In
me.
case of mugging, press 1. In case of kidnapping, press 2.
Very interesting.
It must have been the turtle or the pelican.
What makes you say that?
Well, they were the only ones to know that I'd put the bets in the chest.
The bets, you say? Are you speaking of illegal gambling activity?
Huh? Gambling? What gambling? I never gamble.
In the monkey family, I like the sun.
Are you talking about last night's little game?
Let's take it from the top. Tell me everything.
Well, we decided to play a game of happy families with the turtle and the pelican. We bet some boxes of caviar and put them all in my little chest, and then I put it at the bottom of my pool. The winner was supposed to get all the caviar. Last night I won, but when I went to get the chest, it was empty.
Yes. Of course the losers have a very clear motive. How deep is the pool?
About 10 feet.
Investigation file. The mystery of the sunken treasure. Please register victim's declaration.
What is that?
It's progress.
I can suggest to Dave our first two suspects if you'd like. The turtle and the pelican.
And I suppose it's your notebook that will record their answers.
Zoometric analysis in progress. Please wait while I search the database.
Are you sure you need Dave to recognize a turtle and a pelican?
Well, that way we'll just make sure. Criminals often try to hide using disguises.
Who are you calling a criminal? I was just supposed to answer a few questions for the investigation.
That's right. So did either of you notice anything suspicious during the card game last night?
Well, no, except that we lost and the seal won.
Like every time we play at this house.
Every time? So you play regularly?
That's actually, well, yes.
I see. Come, Hermione. It's time to take a closer look at the crime scene. Aha! This looks like a pelican feather.
Oh.
Wait, Sherlock.
Oh,
Dave will tell us exactly what's going on.
Analysis in progress. What a dummy. 95% probability that it belongs to the tail of a musculus, commonly known as a mouse.
a mouse feather. Very accurate.
Wait. There it is. I just had to install the update. And the result is a pelican feather 100% sure. So it must be the pelican who did it.
What would we do without Dave?
That's ridiculous. If I'd taken a dive during the evening, then you two would have seen it.
In addition, the chest was 10 feet deep. The pelican is a bird, and even if he dove from high above, he couldn't go down further than 3 to 5 feet, unlike the turtle.
That's true, but it's still one of your feathers.
Oh, they fly off all over the place. That's no crime.
But you know, science can't be wrong. Dave must have pointed to the culprit.
You overlooked one detail, Hermione. You see these teeth marks? They're the mouth print of the culprit.
Comparison of teeth marks with those of suspects in progress. Turtle beak correspondence at 99% probability.
So that's it. The turtle robbed the seal.
What? Oh, outrageous! I'll only talk in the presence of my lawyer.
Have a look at these teeth marks. Turtles have a beak, but no teeth. I know only one aquatic animal with teeth strong enough to do something like that.
Hey, Sherlock Yak! What brings you snooping around here? Cute little Stoat. Give us a smile, sweetie.
After you.
Oh! What was that thing?
Just a little picture for my photo album.
Compare Comparison with teeth marks in progress. New suspect has teeth marks that correspond 100%.
So there, a smile in a million. Tell me, Piranha, you weren't hanging around at Seal's house last night, were you?
You must be joking. How would I get there? By swimming?
Analysis of zoo layout. No stream between suspect and victim's enclosure. Impossible trajectory for a fish.
Yeah, sure thing. I can't get out of here, so don't bug me again, okay?
I don't understand. The piranha can't have gone into the seal's pool. So how come you can see his teeth marks all over the chest?
Let's go back to the Seal's place. We must have overlooked a clue.
Search for clues in progress.
Are you looking for something? Can I help you?
That's really strange. Dave's scanner is totally jammed up. As if the place was full of electronic equipment.
Interesting. A hidden video surveillance system. Do you keep the recordings?
Recordings? What do you mean, recordings? I don't really understand what you're talking about. Well...
Move aside, please.
You see, Sherlock? You'd overlooked a major clue. You could thank Dave and technology. Let's now take a look at last night's events in Fast Forward.
Well, I'll be. What a cheat! You cheater, you were spying on us!
So that's why you win all the time.
Calm down. We have another matter to tend to at this time. Stop. Where were you going?
To the bathroom. And if I'd gone into the pool, I would have come back all wet. Check on that.
Well, you sure took your time. And how come your bill is so big?
I had a lot to drink.
Right, you're still dry.
You're all wet there.
I went to the bathroom to freshen up. There's a faucet in there. You can check.
Indeed we will. Hermione, help me out, please. Aha! This looks directly onto the pool. I now know who the culprit is. And you, young detective, if you paid close attention, I'm sure you'll figure out who did it. Let's recap the case. Someone stole the boxes of caviar in the seal's chest, and the piranha's teeth marks were all over it. The pelican and the turtle were the only ones to know what the chest contained, and both of them went out during the card game. As for the piranha, he was stuck in his aquarium and couldn't have gotten out of there by himself. So, in your opinion, who did it? The case is simple. You, Seal, had no reason to steal the boxes of caviar since you were sure to win by cheating. You, Turtle, could have dived into the pool, but your beak isn't sharp enough to cut through the padlock. So it was the piranha who did it, but with an accomplice who is the real culprit. And that culprit, Pelican, is you. You went to get the piranha by escaping through the bathroom window. Then you sneakily dropped him into the pool and patiently waited to get him back with the boxes of caviar. All you had to do was come back to the game and not open your beak, as these images show.
You got it right, Sherlock, so I'm flying off.
Hey, come back here, you thief! You thief, 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 thief!
Cheater! Ow! Ow! Ow!
You all know that gambling is strictly forbidden in the zoo, so I think that none of you deserves to have any of that caviar.
Case of sunken treasure not solvable. File has been damaged. Please re-enter all data from the investigation. What a dummy.
I promise you, I'll give you a notebook and a pencil.
Free tasting of delicious caviar canapes. Superior quality caviar. Who would like some? Some great caviar canapes. Oh.
Will you find out before Sherlock? Who tagged the bird of paradise?
Ah, Hermione, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, Hermione, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Sensational.
Such talent.
Amazing.
That's some good work, buddy.
Hello, Sherlock.
Ah, Hermione, I wanted to tell you. Have you seen these awful paintings? That bird of paradise is just a feather duster.
Master, I've admired your work for years. Your canvas is breathtaking.
Of course, I totally agree with you.
I'm a modest painter myself. Allow me to show you my sketches.
Oh, but it's simply quite hideous.
Oh, Master, I beg of you, allow me to become your student.
No, Chameleon!
Yes, Master.
Get this joker out of here and don't just let anybody in. You're really quite useless.
Yes, Master. Ah, you're pulling my fur. Oops, I'm sorry.
Dear admirers, it's time for you to stand in awe of my latest masterpiece.
Well, that's really super original, buddy.
Sensational. Marabou, I'm the art critic for the Zoo Herald Tribune.
Yes?
Say there, Bird, I have a feeling that this new canvas looks like all the others. Are you insinuating I'm repeating myself? I'm not insinuating it, I'm saying it. I'll be talking about it in my next... I forbid you! Stop writing, you featherbrain! What about freedom of the press? You're going to regret this! Chameleon? I told you not to let just anyone in this place! You're totally useless! And stop eating all the time!
Working for that bird of paradise is clearly no fun at all. By the way, Hermione, I wanted to tell you,
Yes?
this bergamot tea is quite wonderful. This is Sherlock Yak. By all the drees and all the zoes, I'm on the go. It was the bird of paradise. He's been totally disfigured.
I think it looks rather nice.
What are you talking about? My masterpiece has been ruined! And red is really not my color.
Let's go over this. What did you do this afternoon after the opening?
Well, first of all, I put my masterpiece back in the safe. Then I went to take a little nap. When I woke up, I felt like looking at something sublime. Myself.
And so?
So I went back to the safe. That's exactly what I said. And then I called you.
What an excellent idea. First of all, is this safe really quite safe?
Try to open it, you'll see.
Be careful, Sherlock. It might be booby-trapped.
Don't worry, Hermione. My master ball of purity taught me to avoid the most subtle of traps.
Level 1 exam. If you do not know what's in the vase, you must be very careful.
Can I go to level 2, oh Master?
Fine. Well, it looks like that safe really is quite safe. Could you open it again, please? No prints. Strange. Huh. What's all this? A red pen.
May I, Sherlock?
What have you done, you fool?
I've proven that this red pen is the weapon that was used. The ink is exactly the same.
I recognize that. It's Marabou's pen. I demand that he be arrested immediately.
Just a second. I've also found this tuft of fur. Looks like hyena fur, without a doubt.
So, let's arrest the hyena as well as Marabout.
Calm down. For the time being, they're only suspects. First, we have to interrogate them.
Yes?
Hello? We're investigating something. The Bird of Paradise's latest painting has been defaced.
Fine. That's not a big loss for the art world.
Tell us what you were doing at the beginning of the afternoon.
I was in my office writing that the Bird of Paradise couldn't even paint his way out of a brown paper bag.
Writing in your office? That's strange, because we found a red pen at the scene of the crime. Your own red pen.
I don't like the Bird of Paradise, but I respect art. And I'll remind you that he was the one who grabbed the pen out of my hands this morning.
True.
So, without any proof against me, I consider myself innocent. Now, leave me alone. I have an article to finish.
Oh.
Fine. Maybe we can go and interrogate the hyena.
The latest painting of the Bird of Paradise has been vandalized?
That's right.
Too bad for the painting. But that'll teach the Bird of Paradise he's just a rude egomaniac.
So tell us, what were you doing at the beginning of the afternoon?
When I came out of the opening, I went to do some babysitting.
And this is some of your fur, isn't it?
Yes, your fur that we found next to the painting.
It's a setup. I swear I was working for Mrs. Hippo.
I'll check on that. Hello, Mrs. Hippopotamus?
Yes?
Can you tell me if the hyena did some babysitting for you this afternoon?
He sure did. And they did a lot of drawings. Oh, and I wish you a happy birthday, Hermione.
Oh, thanks.
Well,
His alibi is solid.
I told you I was innocent. Say, could you move a little? I can't see what I'm painting. Thanks. Goodbye.
Oh, right. A great likeness. Oh, by the way, Hermione, I wanted to tell you.
Oh, yes?
It's time to interrogate the last suspect.
Another suspect?
Someone else who might hold a grudge against the Bird of Paradise.
The chameleon.
Great deduction, Hermione. Dear Chameleon, what did you do while the Bird of Paradise was taking a nap?
Well, that is,
I've already told you not to snack on everything that you see flying around! You are a repugnant creature! Disappear from my sight!
Perfect. I now know who the culprit is.
Oh,
And you, young detective, if you paid close attention, I'm sure you can figure it out too. To give you some help, let me go through it again. The Bird of Paradise put a painting in a safe which only he can open. But the painting was vandalized with a red pen. There are 3 suspects who have something against the bird: Marabou, hyena, and chameleon. But only one of the 3 suspects could have entered the safe. Have you guessed which one? Actually, the case is quite simple. You, hyena, we found some hair belonging to you in the safe. But you were babysitting when the crime happened, and so you have a good alibi. As for you, Marabou, it was your red pen that was found in the safe. Could you have found a way to get in there? No, because there's no way to force this safe. I've experienced it myself. The culprit must have gone inside at the same time as the Bird of Paradise.
You don't know what you're talking about, you uncultured yak! I would have noticed!
Not at all. Isn't that right, Chameleon? Because the culprit is you! That's right. You can make yourself invisible. You let yourself get locked up with the painting before vandalizing it. And you quietly waited for the Bird of Paradise to open the safe to get out.
No!
I confess, it was me. I couldn't stand that awful bird any longer. He needed a good lesson.
Me? Awful? You atrocious mollusk! I demand an apology! Where is that fool now?
So, Chameleon, what do you have to say for yourself?
I didn't mean to leave clues that pointed to the hyena and marabou. I'm not so mean. I just had had enough of the bird of paradise.
I understand, Chameleon, but your crime cannot go unpunished. I have a much better project for your talent. But don't try to disappear this time, right?
I promise.
Ah, perfect. It's all settled, right, Bird?
Oh.
By the way, Hermione, I wanted to say...
What? That the bird of paradise deserved it? That you adore bergamot tea? That you feel like playing your bagpipes?
No. I wanted to say that if my memory serves me right, you were born at 5:30.
Yes! You hadn't forgotten.
Of course not. I was just waiting for the right time. Happy birthday, Hermione.
Will you find out before Sherlock? Who painted the ostrich?
If you want a yak that's squeaky clean, use some shampoo to get a sheen. If you take a bath every day, all the flies will stay away. Tra-la-lee, tra-la-la, tra-la-lee, tra-la-la. Ah. Huh. Ah. Ooh. By all the trees and all the zones. Ah.
Young Yak, beauty is not on your head, but in your head. There you are, perfect. You only have one test to surmount. You must face your friends looking at you.
What?
Oh, hello, Sherlock. Oh, is that some kind of ceremonial outfit?
Yes, I brought it back from a trip. Very original creation for special occasions.
It's true that the head of a jury for the Miss Zoo pageant has to be very fashionable. Allow me?
Ah!
You can't imagine how much I love beauty pageants. To think I'm going to meet the future Miss Zoo in the flesh.
Huh? I know I have to rehearse my speech, but do we have to go so fast?
You're really taking this thing seriously.
Oh, believe me, this world of appearances doesn't really interest me. But when my objective opinion is needed, Hermione, slow down!
Sorry, you should take off your cap. It must be bothering you, I think.
Oh no, not at all. Testing microphone, testing. Dear friends, welcome to the Miss Zoo pageant. Tonight, Miss Stork and Miss Egret will try to get the crown from the reigning Miss for years, Miss Ostrich. What's going on? Anybody home?
Someone wants to destroy me! Oh, I've been attacked!
Oh, you're very...
Green.
Yeah, it's a catastrophe!
Don't you mean it's a disaster?
Huh? Oh, that's right. It's a disastrophe!
There. Calm down, Ostrich. Tell us what happened.
I was putting on some feather spray, and suddenly I turned green!
Green? Green paint. No one meant you any harm. You made a mistake. It's green paint. Special for toads.
That thing doesn't belong to me. My feather spray is usually there. I never dye my feathers, and green looks awful on me.
So maybe someone put it there to trap you.
I'm sure
Mrs. Hippo did this. She has a grudge against me.
Why's that?
She's the official hairdresser for the pageant, but I didn't want her anywhere near me, so she called me a bird grain.
Bird brain.
Yes, that's it, a brainy bird.
Let's get the facts, Miss Ostrich. Who else has access to the dressing rooms?
Well, only me and the 2 other contestants.
Thanks, Ostrich. Come along, Hermione. We have some suspects to see.
I'm a big fan of yours. Would you mind giving me your autograph, please?
Hermione!
Thank you. Sherlock, she gave me her autograph.
That's odd. Ostrich signed and gave you a picture of the egret.
Oh, no. She made a mistake. I'll go back.
Later, Hermione. Your passion for beauty queens is going to have to wait.
You're right, Sherlock. You know, I'd really love to be just like you. Pay more attention to things that matter and not care about what others think.
Let's recap, Miss Egret. You didn't come out of your dressing room. You didn't see or hear anything.
Before that awful scream, no, nothing at all. I would tell you I like the truth.
Do you know the ostrich well?
Ostrich is a big star. An example for all of us.
Miss Egret, over here.
You really don't see who would want to do her any harm?
The world of beauty pageants is a big family. There are sometimes some spats. But we're all like sisters.
Well, one of your sisters is all green. And until I've found who did it, there won't be a pageant.
It's her. It's the egret.
Come on, Hermione. Let's not jump to conclusions. What makes you say that?
Shiny spray. She stole it from the ostrich and replaced it with the green dye. She's the one who did it.
The pageant is sponsored by that brand of spray, and all the contestants receive some. It's not sufficient proof, Hermione.
Are you sure that hat isn't too hot for the season?
No, not at all. It's even a lot more comfortable than my usual hat.
What's happening is horrible. Poor little thing.
Do you know the ostrich well?
The ostrich? We've been friends since we were chicks. There. That's us in kindergarten. Ostrich banged into everything. Poor thing. That's when we graduated college. Wait a minute. A memorable picture. Our first beauty pageant.
I remember. It was on TV. Since then, the ostriches won them all. If I were you, I'd be jealous.
Jealous? Me? The egret might be jealous, but I'm just happy for Ostrich. A friend for life and death.
She's a lot better without her glasses.
Poor little thing. Beauty pageants are her whole life. She refuses to put on her glasses for pageants. We all have our little secrets.
Me? Condemned? Oh,
Now, madam, that's not the case.
so unfair. Accused by that stupid ostrich, a volatile so foolish as to refuse my services.
Come on now. No need to get up on your your high horse. So today, you only prepared hairdos for the stork and the egret.
I gave them a permanent in their dressing rooms.
And you never went into the ostrich dressing room?
Never, I swear. However, the ostrich doesn't mind going into other people's places. When I got to the egret's place, the ostrich was standing in front of the mirror, and she insulted me. She thought she was in her own living room. I'm telling you, that ostrich has completely lost her marbles.
Perfect. Now I know who the culprit is. What about you, young detective? Did you guess? To stop the ostrich from winning the Miss Zoo beauty pageant one more time, someone replaced her sheen spray with some green paint. Jealousy? Ambition? Vengeance? So the stork, the egret, or Miss Hippo? Who did it?
Oh, no.
The case is simple. Egret, you've been dreaming for a long time of winning that pageant. But there's Ostrich, and she always wins. It would help you if she had a little accident.
Winning, yes, but not at any price. For my fans, I have to be above reproach.
Oh, stop putting me on the
Miss Hippo, the ostrich told you not to do her hair, and you had an argument. Everyone knows you have a grudge against her. As for you, Stork, her closest friend, it's hard to think you could come up with something like that.
Friendship is sacred. Competition can never break such a strong bond.
What great words, Stork, but nonetheless, the culprit is you.
You? You, Stork? My childhood friend? It's unthinkable! It's a scandal, accusing people like that without proof.
Hermione, can you show us the photo that the ostrich signed for you?
What star would sign the picture of a competitor?
A star who's completely nearsighted, which she hides to everyone by being so touchy. Only one person knows that secret. Her best friend, who we've seen photographed in a picture next to her wearing glasses.
She was the only one to know that if she changed the cans of spray, the ostrich wouldn't tell the difference. And because she's nearsighted, she went into the wrong dressing room, like Miss Hippo told us.
Brilliant deduction, Hermione. Stork, you've been disqualified.
Disqualified? You won't have the nerve to do it. For the pageant to take place, the rules say that there must be 3 competitors, and it is certainly not Miss Hippo who'll be able to replace me.
Hey! Calm down, Stork. Don't you worry about the rules. The pageant will take place, or my name isn't Sherlock. You'll have time to think things over during your community service. What? Is something the matter?
Well, your cap.
What about my cap?
By all the trees and all the zoos!
Sherlock, what are we going to do about the pageant?
The pageant is waiting for you, Hermione.
Me? I loved this mission. Calling me at the last minute so the pageant would take place was a great idea, Sherlock.
That's right. Sometimes you have to make simple decisions. It keeps you from tearing your hair out.
About your hair, do you think...
Don't talk about my hair.
All right, but you can't wear a cap for the rest of your life. So I brought you this. It's exactly your original color, given by Miss Hippo herself.
Light fawn?
Light fawn.
Hermione, you're an angel! I'm rushing to the bathroom.
Superb, don't you think?
Well, not really. My new glasses have to be just like me. Glamorous, sexy, and simple at the same time. No, not really original enough.
Well, I don't know what to say. You've already tried 548 pairs.
Well, go and get the 500th and next one. And hop to it, darling.
Here I am.
In one word, terrific.
By all the